Hey guys, Traxxas328 here. I've got a couple things to talk about. Not really an update video or anything like that. I did get something to show you guys, but it's not like anything huge. But let's start off with what I first wanted to talk to you guys about. The 8 3.0, as you guys probably know, just got released. Well, not released to the public, but they announced it officially. What do you guys think about that? Like, you guys think there wasn't enough stuff to be able to call it a new car, or like, or do you think it was awesome? I think it was pretty good just because a couple of the things that are on there. And I mean, they didn't go out and change the whole freaking car, but that's okay with me. Might not be okay with some people, but perfectly okay with me. Pretty much what they did was, if you guys don't know, if you guys didn't read or watch any of the videos or anything, they changed the shock diameter to 16 millimeters. They said they tried all the way from 14 to 17 millimeter, and they found that the 16 millimeter was the best. They changed the coating of the shocks and the hinge pins. They're supposed to be smoother, less piston binding in the shocks, and the hinge pins are supposed to be smoother for smoother suspension action. The tapered springs. Tapered being they start off wide and then they get smaller as they go down. They really did that so you have a lot more, so you have more clearance on the arm itself. Should I get? I don't know. I'll get my 3.0 here. Hang on. There it is. Just stare at the menu. No, this thing is still not broken in yet. I haven't been really focused on it. Sorry guys, I want to make some videos of it, but yeah. Okay, so pretty much what they did was they changed the diameter of the shocks, just like on the 22 up there. How they say TLR on the front, like that. Hang on. Just so they say TLR on the front. What I saw was that, I don't know if they're prototype shocks or if they're the real release shocks, but they say TLR on the front, just like the 22. Thought that was interesting. Pretty cool though. They went back, instead of all this black anodized stuff, like the black shock towers and the black chassis. They made it the traditional, original aluminum color, that like champagne-y yellow color, like what's on 22. That type of color. But the 8 is like that. The new shock towers are like that. And stuff like that. The kit does not come with this here. Hang on. It doesn't come with aluminum spindle and spindle carrier, which would have been nice to see. I would have really thought that was cool. But it's not a big deal. They are different. They tried to lower. They lower? Like, they either raised or lowered the actual drive on the spindle itself. So what that does is they said it causes less plunge in the drive pins, so it wouldn't go out nearly as far. Go out to about that instead of that. I thought that was pretty cool because that was my main problem from the start. They have the new spindle and spindle carriers that are 15 degrees instead of, or they might be 13 degrees, and then you have you can plus 2 in here. But they have available 15 degrees of caster, which I thought was nice. If you guys have worked on these cars before, you know that there's bearing cups in the inside of those, or in the inside of the rear diff. Not the front, however, just the back. And everyone knows that they wear out because they are plastic after a while. The 8.3.0 comes with the aluminum ones, which I thought that was great. I don't have aluminum ones in this buggy in particular, but if it would probably be one of the necessary upgrades I would say that I would need to get in the future. Same clutch and everything on there, same gas tank. Comes with the Gen 3 radio tray standard, so if you guys don't know, that's the Gen 3 radio tray with the 2 servos up front, the receiver, and then the battery. The steering Ackermans, they come with small and big, and they are actually bearings in there. So they're ball bearings, so you can really crank your steering assembly down to get a lot of slop out of it, and it's a lot more free. Thought that was pretty cool. What else can I... Oh yes, the shock towers. They are the traditional champagne-y color, like on the 22 chassis up there. The front doesn't look too different. It doesn't look too different. The back, however, looks much more different. They put a lot of bracing in here and stuff. It looks pretty cool. I would have liked them to stick with the black shock towers, just because I kind of like those better. But those other ones I'm sure will grow on me eventually. Not saying they're bad or anything, but I like the black shock towers. I don't know if you guys can see in there. Let me get something here. Let's get a pair of scissors here. All this ribbing in here. All the ribbing. I don't know if that really helped at all here. Hang on. Can you guys see that better now? See all the ribbing in there? Like, how it drips down and stuff. Or it says 8.2.0 EU, that's farther down. They totally got rid of all of that, like, skeleton stuff. They tried to add the chassis to get a little bit more flex out of it. For harder to handle tracks and stuff. That was pretty cool. And then in the front, I can't really show you. This the chassis is on the car. I don't have another chassis. Well, I don't have another black chassis like the race chassis. I don't know where the blue one is. Hang on, guys. Look, probably right in front of me, and I'm looking like an idiot on camera, but can't appear to find it at the moment. Oh wait, here it is. Right in front of me, obviously. Okay, well, go thing back here. It's milled out with some spines. This obviously is the RTR chassis, so it's not anywhere close. But it's totally dropped down like that, like all the way like that on the 8.3.0 chassis. And then up here, this is all milled out like up here. They just tried to obviously make it lighter, and it would be a little bit more flex in the chassis, make it handle a little bit better on bumpier tracks. You know, that's always nice. Bumpy tracks can be pretty crazy sometimes. Alright, well, that's... Oh, and the new wings. It's not really anything different. It's just something kind of nice that, at least I thought it was nice. Up here, just a wing here. Get it? Okay. You got the low C8 2.0 standard wing. Not a lot of people like this wing. I don't like it for certain conditions. There are certain conditions it's good for. When it's not windy at all, or very close to little wind, I like it. Because it seems to make the car fly through the air faster than, say, the J Concepts wing I have up there. But that wing in the wind, however, is extremely nice. This one, not so much. Enough downforce or something. They tried, on the 3.0, they pulled a wicker bill in here to try to add a little bit more downforce on the back of the car. So, this isn't a very good example, but the Mini T will have to do as an example. So, with the wings on the back of the car like this, the car is going to want to squat down a little bit more than if it didn't have one. Just going. Okay, enough of that, but just showing you guys kind of what it does. They lengthen the wing this way, and they pulled these side panels down, like made these a little bit longer, and put the wicker bill system. That's where you can put some wicker bills on here. The bigger the wicker bill, the more downforce you're going to have on the back of the car, and that's for people that either have a really low punch engine or really like to get on the throttle hard out of turns. That's pretty much all that is. Also, they have the wing spacers that actually move the wing mount back. So instead of the wing being here, the wing's over here or over here. And they did that mostly for the guys in Europe. We really won't use it here. If we do use it here in the US, we will be using the smaller adjustment. The wicker bill system, which is just like a little shelf that hangs off here, doesn't have anything to do with the US or Europe. It's just kind of how your driving style is, just more tunability. That's about it, guys. I mean, there is a couple other things, but those are just the things that kind of caught my eye. So, on to my little update piece here. Hang on. What's that doing there? Got a new starter box. My pink one that I had didn't work. I would have had to drill in the starter box. I don't really want to do that because it's not for sure that it's going to work. And yeah, both off in the starter boxes, but I got this one because my friend Ryan has this one, and this is the one I decided to go with. It is the OFNA 80% pre-assembled nitro starter box. I don't know like the part number or anything on that, but it is the one that says OFNA like that on the side. Here, I'll get the box for you guys, just so you guys can see a little bit better. Like that. The True Start multi-starter box. This is off on the side like that. I haven't used this, but my friend Ryan, he uses TLR vehicles, he uses Novarossi, and he uses this starter box. So I thought to myself, like, well, he already knows how to do it, and if I have any problems with it, I know who I can go to. So I did that and got this one. It's pretty nice, actually. Here, hang on, let me undo this real quick. Hey, guys. So yeah, I got this adjusted to my buggy. Until I put the starter wheel. You can put the starter wheel over here, and any way you want. It is a dual motor system. Dual 775s. There's a pretty nice spring system in here. It came all assembled, all this in here came assembled. All I had to do was put a Dean's adapter onto this, put my Forest in here, close it up, and mount, just get the mounts adjusted for my buggy. I haven't tried it yet because, as you can see, the wheel is pretty new. Just doesn't want to focus. Oh, there it goes. I guess we'll see how it is either today or later this week. But I think I'm gonna like it. It is pretty nice. It seems like a hefty starter box, especially with those dual motors. I think it'll be pretty nice. Well, sorry, hang on. I guess concentrating. But it is pretty nice. It's got the foot pegs on the bottom. Pretty nice foot pegs, actually. Nice and soft rubber. It does have a handle, a pretty sturdy handle compared to the low-C starter box. I don't know, it just looks nice. Sorry guys, if that was too loud, just kind of flipped it on an accident. But seems pretty good. I do like the blue. It's pretty cool, and I didn't want to put the Offna on the side. That Offna, it came with two, but I didn't want to put it on the side just because I don't use Offna besides the starter box. But I don't want that to be like the main thing on the buggies or on the starter box, so I put TLR. If you guys can see the Team Lucy Racing like underneath it, but you guys know. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and should have more videos to come pretty soon. I don't know exactly